Hey, what up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you with the Monday Night preview leading up to the August 3rd, 2015 edition of Monday Night Raw. Tonight, I'm very lucky. I'm going to be heading down to Stockton to see the WWE live show there. WWE is touring through California. I'm going to be going with my friend Victor, Guy in Green, WWE. We go to a lot of these shows and we always have tons of fun. Stockton is a show that we always have pretty good luck landing front row seats, so we'll be driving down there because of the trouble with my car. Victor's going to be my ride down there this time. He is my savior, so big thank yous up to him. But as always, as soon as I get home, I will have a day in the life video of heading down to the beautiful Stockton Arena. And, seeing all of the sights of WWE action tonight. We're going to be seeing, I believe it's Rollins, Reigns, Ambrose, Orton versus Sheamus. They say it's the B show because this is the show that Cena wasn't going to come to, but there's a lot of big names on this show, and I'm really looking forward to it. I would have liked to see my boy Kevin Owens fight, but he's going to be in, I think he's going to be in Fresno or something like that, somewhere else in California. We're real lucky here in California. We lost SummerSlam this year. Hopefully we'll get that back. But when they do the California tour, they hit it right, and they hit all of the towns. We'll be going to Sacramento. We'll be going to where I live on Tuesday for SmackDown. I'm not making the trip on Monday for San Jose. Just August as a whole is too busy with too much wrestling. Maybe if it wasn't for the Bola trip, we would be going to that. But I'm glad to go down and hang out with Miguel down there in Reseda, California as well. But tomorrow's big headline for Monday Night Raw is going to be Brock Lesnar's appearance. As of right now, The Undertaker is not scheduled to appear, which does not mean it's going to be there. The last time that we saw Brock Lesnar was him being arrested and being escorted out of the arena after the big brawl between Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. After, a long time, that's sort of how they brought Brock Lesnar back was Paul Heyman and Triple H making the deal for Brock Lesnar to be the #1 contender at SummerSlam last year to take on John Cena, where he would go in and win the WWE Championship and become champion all the way until WrestleMania 31. I always sort of thought of that as Triple H shaking the hand of the devil with him being Paul Heyman, seeing how basically WWE lost its WWE champion, something that they never really brought up. As soon as Lesnar left after Night of Champions and didn't appear until the Royal Rumble, it was sort of just not spoken about. I kept on waiting for somebody to bring up the fact to Triple H that the champion was not around. They could have easily brought up that revenue was down because people aren't being able to see championship matches on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, or even on the pay-per-views. But it was sort of like a secret that they wanted to keep hidden. At that time, they really were able to give Rollins, Ambrose, Bray Wyatt main event slots on pay-per-view, something that I don't think that they really I think they were happy about giving him those spots to be able to say that they've been main eventers, so they'd be able to see how these guys would do in the future. I mean, Rollins was given the championship at WrestleMania 31, so that was fine. But definitely, Lesnar went against what the Authority wanted him to do. Basically, The Undertaker came out after appearing at Battleground, costing Lesnar the championship. Undertaker made the challenge for SummerSlam 2015. The match was already made. There was no contract. I'm guessing they were going to use that for some sort of a main event on Monday Night Raw, but the match is signed, sealed, and delivered according to WWE. It's going to be Lesnar versus Taker in the main event of SummerSlam. They're really making this out to be a big WrestleMania-style show, but definitely it was told. Triple H said, I'm going to call Heyman, and I'm going to tell Heyman and Lesnar not to show up on Monday Night Raw because I don't want anything ruining this main event. And the only thing it did was really blow this match up and make it stronger. Basically, Heyman still showed up. He said, I want to go down to the ring and address The Undertaker's challenge. Brock Lesnar's not here, but let the world know that Brock Lesnar's not scared of The Undertaker. Lesnar comes down, starts provoking The Undertaker, bringing up WrestleMania 30, the one man to beat the streak, taking away the one thing that really mattered to The Undertaker about his career. I've always wondered about that. I mean, the streak does mean something now that it's all over and done with, but for a long time I kept on saying that the streak isn't as popular as the WWE Championship matches. It's never made sense to me why Undertaker is able to man up and win all of these WrestleMania matches. They make it seem like he's the man to wrestle on the grandest stage of them all, but when you look at like Judgment Day or Royal Rumble or SummerSlam, why is it that Undertaker's able to lose those matches? And it's just no big deal. We'll get him next time. But at WrestleMania, it crushed the man to the point of, coming out and making sure that Lesnar didn't win the championship at Battleground. It's kind of a joke, and it doesn't really make sense. You have to disband belief to make it seem like Undertaker versus Lesnar is this big, heated rivalry. If Undertaker really wanted to get a shot at Lesnar, why didn't he try and get it at WrestleMania 31? Instead, he just went out and wrestled Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was poking the bear a little bit, week after week, having these, segments on the pay-per-views and as well on Monday Night Raw, calling out Taker. One time even making an appearance, making him look like Taker with the coffin coming down to the ring with the Druids, and then Bray just sits up out of there. You expecting somebody else? But this is going to be fun. I'm not expecting to see The Undertaker. The less I see of The Undertaker, the more happy I'll be. I know that WWE, with the heat and the popularity of SummerSlam coming up with Lesnar versus Undertaker, really did surprise them. They're talking about Undertaker like we haven't seen the man in 16 months. They're basically acting like WrestleMania 31 against Bray Wyatt never happened. But, is Triple H and Stephanie the Authority? Are they going to be mad at Brock? Last week, in the last hour leading up to Monday Night Raw, it was Xavier Woods who tweeted that basically all of the superstars were told to be on the stage at the beginning of Monday Night Raw. I don't know if that was because Xavier tweeted this and it was well known that it was going to happen. It ended up not happening. Instead, the Authority just came out on their own. But, maybe they'll do that this week with basically having all of the superstars being called out. Maybe the Authority yelling at them about not being, be able to man up and stop this fight. Maybe the Authority will be mad at Brock Lesnar for almost ruining it. But basically, I think with the brawl that happened 2 weeks ago on Raw, it made people really care about the upcoming SummerSlam match. So Brock being on Raw, more than likely is going to be a big deal. I'm pretty sure he's not going to wrestle and he's not going to fight anybody. Heyman will just deliver one of those promos calling out The Undertaker to the point, well, maybe we'll see him down the road. But like I said, the less I see of Taker before SummerSlam, the more excited I will be. We already saw him twice in 1 week. We saw him at Battleground, and then he followed up being on Monday Night Raw, being on almost the entire show with him showing up, coming out during the Brock thing, and then having the two-segment brawl in the ring, out of the ring, outside, in the back, all sorts of fighting action. But Brock vs. Taker is going to be a big one for SummerSlam 2015. It makes you wonder. I mean, it's almost like the streak is not on the line, but the match is revolved around the streak. So it still makes you wonder, like, who's going to win this match? It's not, are they just going to even the score 1-1? So that way WrestleMania 32 rolls around and Brock challenges Taker and we get that WrestleMania rematch to sort of be that rubber match. That WWE always loves to use that term, the rubber match, to, break a tie and make it feel like the third match of a series of matches really is important, and maybe that can be Taker's last go-run. I've liked the idea of Taker losing at SummerSlam and then being down 0-2, but then asking for another rematch at WrestleMania, and putting it all on the line to see where we go from there. But definitely it's going to be a lot of fun on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be the August 3rd edition, and I will be home for Monday Night Raw tonight. Should be putting up the video tonight or first thing in the morning for you guys. So peace out, and I'll see you guys down the road.